Hello and welcome back to the Debrief Show, Miami edition. Woo!
Let's go.
Right, so on my left, Mr. Samuel Evans in a Ferrari hat. Opposite him, very sunburnt, Mr. Jake Evans in a Red Bull hat.
It stings.
Next to him, Jonny Fairs in a McLaren shirt. And I'm Tommy Woodbury, of course, in Mercedes. Right, very quick intro that time.
That was
efficient.
slick.
Yeah.
First time.
He said
First
that,
time.
I got a stain on it right there.
Pressure's on.
At least you remembered
Zoom in.
it this time.
Zoom in on that
yeah.
stain.
Didn't remember to wash it, though.
Jamie, can we get
zoom in
can
on
we
that
get a zoom
stain.
that?
So let's go straight into that race in 3 words. Make it nice and quick. Sam, I know you like that race.
Same old tyres.
Good.
They're my
That's
3
pretty
words.
good,
Yeah,
yeah.
they're my 3
So
words.
efficient
It's
today,
the
I'm
same.
loving
It's
it.
the same old race. Problem is the tyres.
Jacob.
Brilliant, dominant, and masterclass.
Cool.
That's really talking about one individual. Everyone else is a little bit boring after that.
Yuki.
Yeah, Yves Tsunoda.
Logan
the
Sargent.
best.
Logan Sargent on the home turf.
Yeah. Verstappen just came.
Yeah.
Jonathan.
What can I say?
I hate celebrities. Yeah.
Oh,
yes.
Even
Yeah,
LA
yeah,
Cool
yeah.
J.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
They love
Everyone.
Formula One.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're not there for
Hate
the
it.
clout.
Dude, that was something special. I will
Yeah.
get to that. We will get to that. I'm going to say Yuki Tsunoda. Because for some reason, why would he do that? I don't know why. It was so weird. We'll get to that though. We're going to get into that whole intro thing and everything that happened in the race. But let's go to drive of the day straight away. I'm going to jump in first because I'm always goes last. I'm going to say Lewis Hamilton for me. I think he had a great race. Personally,
Remind me why?
13th to 6th, I want to say.
Yeah,
He
it's
did
a
a
pretty
good
good job.
He did
Yeah,
a good job.
solid points.
Plus, I just
Did a
don't
good
want to say
race.
any Rebel drivers.
But you know it is
so
them,
much hatred.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. I don't think. I mean, Max obviously had a great race, but I feel like I could do something good in that car. To be honest.
Perez can't though.
What? Well, what are you talking about?
King of street races. Here we are at a street race.
That's not a
It's
street
absolutely
race.
dominated by his teammate.
It's not really though, is it? It's
Not really,
I
but
don't
technically,
think
technically it
It's
is.
a class as a street race.
but it's yeah, I
I
don't know.
Yeah, it's a car. It's a car
Alright.
park race.
Yeah, it's a car park.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Car
Yeah.
park race.
It's like Fast and Furious.
Yes.
Fast and Furious race.
Sound driver today?
I don't want to say Verstappen, but it was so boring on every other aspect. I think Verstappen is the only candidate. He's the only one that actually did anything, right?
Yeah.
Everyone else
The
just
only
basically
one-
stayed the same or went down
The
or
only
moved
one
up
you
2
could
places.
watch.
Yeah.
So yeah, Verstappen I think has to be the
The
one.
only one that was actually doing something entertaining. I mean, Hamilton made up positions, but
Yeah, but a lot of
I
Hamilton's
mean-
positions were also like pit
yeah,
positions. The
yeah.
way that the pit strategy worked for him. Yeah, he had to do a couple on like Williams.
Yeah. What a legend.
If we were talking
What a
last
guy.
year or the year before, we would not have been best race ever. He overtook
Yeah.
a Williams in a Mercedes. You'd be
There's
like-
no way.
Yeah. That would have not have made news. That
Yeah.
Jake, I'm going to guess yours.
Well, have a guess. Have a guess.
Max.
Wrong.
Perez.
Oh.
No,
Perez.
it's Max.
too predictable.
Yeah.
No reason, just it was Max.
Oh well. Yeah, I don't want to say Max, but really it is. But I'd say Yuki Tsunoda, just a solid performance. Just to say something different, I guess.
We'll just enjoy Yuki.
Where
Jay,
did-
yeah,
I don't know where he
Yuki.
finished, Yuki.
I think 10th or 11th again, wasn't
In the
it?
points
So,
here, I think he finished in the
Yeah, he
points.
did a good job.
Yeah.
He had
Good
some
lad.
overtakes.
We like
Better than his
Um,
teammate.
Yeah, I mean, when he first came in, he was really struggling to get to grips with the car, and
Yeah,
no one thought too much. And everyone didn't, because he got so much passion. I call it passion. It was just anger.
Yeah, just
Anger.
anger.
Anger. I couldn't say
it was
angry
just
or
anger.
anger.
It was just anger.
Anger. New word for you. But yeah, doing a great job. He's doing a great job.
Great job.
Keep it up.
Great
Well
job.
done.
Great job,
job.
Yuki.
Super duper.
Hey, great job, guys.
Hey,
Good job.
good
Good job,
job.
guys.
Do we
Good job.
want to
Hancock.
do you want to do the team recaps now?
Yeah, we can do. Yeah,
Yeah.
Team recaps.
Crack on with them.
Ferrari. So we brought a new floor. I think the floor gave us a 0.1 second increase for pace. Leclerc did not get on well with it. Sainz seemed to do very well with it. He seemed to be, performing. My boy crashed in the practice and qualifying, so not great. But I think him and Carlos have both said the car is very sensitive. It's like permanently on the edge of crashing. One lap you get understeer, the next you get oversteer in the same corner. The thing I think is quite it's on a bit of a knife edge and it's not really performing properly. So we'll see. But a good one to forget, I think, from my eyes. I mean, we could barely get round K-Mag.
Well, I think Leclerc done all right. Once he got past K-Mag,
when he got past K-Mag.
Yeah,
like
eventually.
40 laps
Forever.
later.
The whole race.
The DRS efficiency on that Ferrari hasn't improved. Aston actually had a better DRS than Red Bull this race because they've been obviously upgrading things and making things better.
Yeah,
you need to get a better efficiency on it. Every race there's these trains of cars still, and the DRS almost has nothing, doesn't do anything. And he had the same thing. He was behind K-Mag for a period, within half a second, but couldn't get it done because the DRS just wasn't enough.
Because that Haas is a Ferrari engine.
Exactly that. It's the same engine mode,
so
so it's just not an efficient car with the aero package it has. There's more coming in Imola, I think, with the rear suspension. We'll see what that does. But yeah, it's not a great one from a Ferrari perspective. But Carlos Sainz did a good job.
He did. He got a.
Although he got a penalty. He got a penalty again.
I think both.
Although that was fair play.
What did he get? What did he get a penalty for?
Speeding in the pit lane, I think.
Oh, yeah, because he locked up.
Yeah,
that's
coming
right.
in. Coming in.
Yeah.
Warp speed.
Coming in hot.
Warp 6.
Yeah.
That's fuck, boy.
Yeah, I thought Leclerc, like I say, as soon as he got past K-Mag, he done all right. I don't, he got up to 6th for a bit, right?
K-Mag?
No, Leclerc.
Yeah, I think so. And then the pits came.
And then, yeah. But I think he done all right. It was entertaining.
I don't know. Not for me. For me, it was just depressing. You just stuck behind K-Mag, like 4-second gap that you couldn't get down for like...
Or like he'd overtake him and then K-Mag would then just switch it back on him.
30 laps. It was, it's not... It was a bit of a battle, but to be bested by a Haas with your engine is just... And basically your same design concept for a car that's not cool. That must be how Mercedes feel with Aston Martin. Demolishing them, with their own engine.
What the difference is, other than it's got the Red Bull design.
Yeah.
Speaking of Red Bull,
Red Bull. I mean, obviously Max was just dominant from practice through to qualifying. Yeah. Even though he had that on the quali 3, he couldn't finish his first lap. So then Leclerc crashed out, so he couldn't finish lap. But Perez everyone's like saying how good Perez's lap was, but his fastest lap at that time was slower than Max's previous fastest lap in quali 2, and he was on used tyres.
Yeah.
Like
no, it was Max's weekend. It's just an
and then when the race
quality.
came, I don't think anyone, even Max said like he wasn't aiming for anything less than second. I think he knew. Yeah, trying to be as modest as Max can.
Oh my god! I mean, Jesus, how many times have they got to do it from like 11th to first?
Yeah,
he knows. At that
Alonso
point
was like he'll have gotten first by like lap 25.
Yeah,
and then it was lap 17. I think he got it. It was.
Yeah, as well too.
Something like that. Yeah, it was ridiculous.
No one was putting up any fight. So
yeah.
It was a good bit. It was nearly
and everyone understands they're not racing Max, are they?
No,
I mean, I don't like that philosophy, but at the same time, it's like they can't do anything. They hit straight, and it just.
If they try defending, what's the point? It's just ruining.
Well, he done a couple
race.
of good little overtakes on the inside of some lines where he went a little bit from further back than you thought. I think it was on Russell on one of them.
On the corner. Yeah, I know the one in. Yeah, like late braked into it. Broken, but
making it starting from
the
himself,
car's efficiency allows it to do it, right?
Probably a boring race for him if he doesn't do something different. So
there was a bit at the end like where both Red Bulls came out. I think Max came out just behind Perez.
Yeah, a couple of seconds in it to catch up,
and then by the end of the next lap, he was done past.
Yeah,
it was a fair fight though.
Wheel by wheel, it was quite nice.
Wheel by wheel, back to side.
But I mean, they were both on the right strategy from their positions. Like it made sense for Perez to be on the meant to be faster tyre at the front because it's where he was, and to get Verstappen to go long. Like
they should have pit him earlier for the hards or given him the gap. They weren't fit. They told, at least Horner afterwards as well, said they told him what the gap was, whereas Max was being told. Max was being told like, right, your delta is this, your delta is this, your delta every single lap.
Well, they
weren't fit, and even the commentators. I know you're going to defend it because you're a sycophant.
Last race,
even the commentators said it's a bit funny that I'm listening to the radio for Checo and there's nothing.
But
they're listening to the radio.
The previous race, they said that Perez likes it quiet because he doesn't like anyone else hearing out what's going on. So Perez has had himself, he likes it quiet.
Yeah, but it's one thing to be quiet, one thing to not understand whether you need to be pushing or you can be conservative.
Could Perez not ask if he's not sure?
Well, why does he have to?
You hear drivers all the time going, can you tell me more info? Can you tell me less info?
The team knew well enough to tell Verstappen what the timings were. and they didn't tell
Well,
Perez.
that's up to Perez's
So-
engineer. That's Perez's engineer's fault.
Yeah,
Just because Verstappen's
listen,
got a
leave
better
huge
engineer.
bird out of this.
All right.
Leave huge bird out of
Huge
this.
bird.
Get off of this
Leave
Red
Gino
Bull.
D'Acampo out of it. All right. Okay. I don't even pronounce his full name.
Gino D'Acampo.
The chef, he was their celebrity chef.
My
Yeah.
mother was a babe.
He's a
We
sponsor.
wish he would've been
Mamma
back.
mia, Max Verstappen needs to go fast.
Put in the bolognese.
That's next week. Italy.
That's true.
McLaren.
Same old for you at the
really.
minute. Isn't
It's nothing great. It's nothing
Stinker.
new. So we did get a double podium in IndyCar. So there you go.
Oh yeah, we should start doing an IndyCar podcast.
Yeah,
Debrief
so there
Show.
you
fun,
go. That's good.
Yeah, that's good.
Other than that,
Well, this has got to
that's what I
be
think.
Correct.
McLaren's worst season.
I would-
They had a pretty bad one in 2015.
I
or
don't know.
16.
It
When
doesn't get
this
much
is-
worse.
When
this is
Alonso was
com-
in the car and they just switched to
Considering
Papaya,
you were the
they had a really bad. So I think
Is
they
that
finished
that's when they had
eighth.
Renault engine, or was that when they gone
They
to
had
Honda?
they had Honda then.
Honda,
They
yeah.
had like no sponsors in the cars. They had a terrible.
Considering you were like the fourth fastest car last season, though, to go
Yeah.
from that to
Now, pretty much almost last.
Well, they're
Yeah.
just
18th and 16th.
they're
Yeah.
just a bottom midfield team at the moment. So.
not even midfield,
Your
just
bottom
straight
team.
bottom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
Bottom team.
between you Williams,
Bottom
really.
team.
Haas
Trying to
on
make
you,
it
didn't
sound
they?
Yeah.
better.
And I'll
You
put my
guys
money on.
suck.
All right, take it easy.
Trying to make myself feel better. To be honest.
Right.
I'm
Next
on
year's
my way.
idea.
I'm on my way
We're
down
gonna,
there.
we're gonna put an Aston Martin next year. You what?
Look, I'm on my way down.
They got the Merc
Yeah.
engine.
Yeah.
I'm
Obviously,
coming
it can
down.
be done.
We'll shake
You got a
hands
friend
as it
coming.
comes
Yeah.
through. Yeah.
Yeah.
And Merc,
Merc, I think solid performance by
Steady.
both teams.
Yeah.
Both teams, both races. George maintaining fourth. That's big.
yeah,
And
Steady
I'd say-
race.
Yeah, G took it easy. And then I say took it easy. As easy as you can, F1 car. And then Lewis from 13th to 6th. It's
Pretty
fucking
good in that
Yeah.
car. Pretty
Yeah.
good in that
Yeah.
car. So.
And then big upgrades coming for next race. So I think that's like
could be it. This could be
He said the car's
comeback.
going to look very different. Didn't
Yeah.
he? Toto. So
Interesting. I'm excited.
is it going to be another Red Bull, or is it going to have side pods, or are they sticking to that same
I
design?
think it will look.
They're gonna put
It'll look like a
put
Red
side
Bull.
pods on it. Yeah.
Yeah, it'll look
I don't know
like
if
a
it's
Red
is it
Bull.
next race they're putting the side pods on.
I
think it
I'm
is.
Well,
not
they
sure. I
didn't
know
say
there's
think it is.
specifically.
I think
They
it is.
just the word to use, but the car's going to look very different.
Yeah.
So,
Oh, it's got to be side pods.
But yeah, it's
I
gonna be-
imagine
probably
if they
look like a
put the
Red Bull.
side pods on, imagine if it just turns into a rocket.
Yeah.
I'd welcome it just
Yeah,
for the
yeah.
the fight to start coming
Yeah.
in and suddenly Red Bull to go.
I don't even
Right,
think
something's
they're
going
going
on.
to even catch. They won't even catch up.
Oh no.
Even if they make a massive, they're not, Red Bull are so far ahead.
Oh,
We're
we'll
only
see.
4 races
We'll
in,
see.
so anything can happen.
Yeah,
see.
yeah.
Leclerc was miles ahead last season, and then all of a sudden it switched, and he had
Yeah,
a few
yeah.
Yeah,
mistakes,
summer break, and it
then-
was a
then
different
done.
car came through, and suddenly
Yeah.
it was
Red Bulls
destroyed.
Killing it.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Adrian Newey just going.
Ham on his
Sick
little
of this.
handwritten.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Pad.
yeah. He's
Yeah.
like, do you know what would work? This.
This.
Yeah.
Here's
Yeah.
a sketch on a
This'll be
napkin.
fast.
I made
Yeah.
this in McDonald's. What do you
Yeah.
think?
Just make that. It's like that's impossible.
Create
You
that.
can't
And then
make
this whole
that.
aero team going, okay, we'll actually design the thing then.
Yeah.
And then afterwards, everyone's like, Adrian Newey's a genius. The aero team are like, for God's sake. We designed
I'm a
it from a,
genius.
we designed it from a sketch. He
Yeah.
just drew a car. He drew a kid's car. He just basically he got his kid to draw a fast-looking car, and everyone was like, let's turn that into a real design.
Just
then.
drew a line with some wheels and a wing, and was like, "That'll be aerodynamic."
That'd be fast.
That
Yeah.
would be
If we can
aerodynamic.
make it like this.
Put a jet engine on the back. They were like,
Yeah.
we have to dump that. It's too much aero drag.
Perfect.
Talking about Mercedes, though,
hate
have I heard that Hamilton has said that he'd want to sign a 2-year contract extension?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Everyone's saying, oh, he's going to retire after this season, but
No, he's not.
I don't know why he loves it.
He's got to get that.
He won't.
This is his whole thing.
You're watching Alonso.
It's his whole
Alonso
thing.
could be there.
It's his
his
whole
job.
career.
It's his
whole
thing.
thing.
Alonso's
It's almost
doing-
like he's done this for his
How
whole
much do you think
life.
he's going to get money?
Alonso's doing still so well. So why
He
would
wants.
retire?
Alonso wants a contract extension
Yeah.
as well.
Why would?
yeah,
why
well,
would
and he
retire?
should get it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Deserves
for a
it.
ridiculous amount of money.
Paying that man. It's bad.
Playing for money.
Play that man.
What's-
Plenty amount of money.
What's
He's
the
brilliant.
You know,
Piastri.
no.
Oh.
Kick again, you might.
It's coming. Rio Ferdinand.
Hey!
That's what I was trying to say.
Footballer. Now we're on football.
No. You see him when he's like get him to
This is
put the
what he
contract
does.
down. You know, no. Put the contract on the table. Get him to write any amount of numbers he wants on that, and just sign it. That's what I'm
Bang.
trying to say.
As many zeros as you can get on there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Rio Ferdinand.
Rio Ferdinand. That's what I was trying to say. All right.
The debrief for Manchester United.
Yeah. Anyway.
If Aston hear this, they're
Me.
going to accidentally sign Ray and Ferdinand.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're
I'm
like,
like, how the fuck has he got a seat? What's going on here? Well, we heard it on this show.
yeah, well, John,
Pretty sure we needed
What I
him.
was trying to
Yeah,
say, I was
sounded
trying
like
to
a good idea.
reference a meme where,
Yeah, we got it. Good
Sleepy
try, though.
John.
Sleepy
Yeah.
John.
Hits it again.
Should we get into the actual race? Oh,
Yeah.
actually, let's get into just before the race because the first thing I've got written down is cringe driver intros.
Oh. America ruining this sport.
USA.
USA.
I mean, the band,
USA.
the whole orchestra was kind of cool.
Like, what was the Will.i.am thing like? Being the
Oh,
conductor.
God.
Of the
Yes,
whole-
yes.
Yeah,
Did you
like
see
Will
the
I
song
Am
he
is
made?
now
Yeah,
a conductor.
Did you see the song he made?
Yeah, I did.
Will.i.am
Yeah, the music
song.
video as well. Yeah, it's
God,
the
it's
worst.
so cringe, isn't it?
It's the worst.
So
Yeah, I
bad.
mean, look, it's America being America,
Yeah.
coming in and making a load of pedantry around something that just doesn't need to be there. The drivers don't want to do it. You could watch them; they're all awkwardly walking at them.
Yeah.
They want to focus on the race that's coming up.
Yeah.
Do you know what the funniest thing was,
There's not
though?
many athletes though that in sport have that happen. Like you don't see like in tennis, they like have to do some walkout where
No.
they get an interview beforehand or
Yeah.
some weird.
Yeah.
Just they might walk through the tunnel, but it's the equivalent of walking through the paddock. They're coming out of the paddock
Yeah,
and
yeah.
getting into their race car. That's the moment.
Yeah, there's no stopping and
Like,
starting.
it's
and
exciting
doing that.
enough. We don't need to now go make it a TV show as well and try and make them just let them race.
The
And let's watch the race.
funniest thing was the funniest thing with it though was they had the whole orchestra doing this crazy music. You had LL Cool J doing all this. these
Who was him?
intros.
Yeah, just doing.
He's a rapper.
You knew he just didn't know any of them as well. It's the first time he's ever watched a Formula One race. He probably didn't watch it. He probably
LL
left
Cool J
immediately
is.
afterwards. No.
He's so famous. Anyway,
Yeah.
he was doing all these intros. Then
That's what I took out
Nobody-
of that. That's what I took out of that.
Nobody
then,
to
yeah.
me.
and then all the drivers are walking through, and they literally just stand at the other end of the like behind the camera.
Yeah, just-
and they
no.
just stood there. It's the fucking funniest thing.
Like Lewis sat there next to
Lewis was the only one
Russell,
who got hyped up.
You're right.
Yeah, because they're
Yeah.
mates.
Yeah.
But you think that one was bad? Imagine what Vegas is going to be like.
Oh, that's
Oh,
gonna be,
for
yeah.
God's
Think about.
sake.
I'd never thought about that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They're gonna be wheeled out on like a roulette wheel or something, just spinning around, throwing up because they're so
That
dizzy.
is-
Just
that
because it's
one
the
is-
USA and we've
next
got to do
level.
something different.
God, that's why I much prefer all the European circuits. Just tradition.
Yeah.
It's just
Classic.
brilliant.
Straight to the race.
Classic
little drive
Formula
Or not
around.
even
One.
European, just
Formula-
South American,
Yeah.
the Brazilian one. Just anything apart from America, to be honest.
You know why? Because they enjoy the racing. They don't need all the
Yeah.
other shit around it. They
Yeah,
can just
make-
watch
yeah.
the race. They don't
That's
need
what
to
we
make it
want.
about Instagram. They don't need to make it about viewers.
just
They
about the
just
clout.
need to make it about the cars, the drivers, and the race, which is
Hearing
what the
that,
whole thing
America?
is about. Now,
Yeah, hearing
wake
that?
up, you bald eagles!
You bald eagle.
You fucking stupid.
Like
I love the US, but chill out.
Yeah,
you
it
gotta
was.
calm down.
It was so excessive.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Never
America.
again. Don't do that again. Just
No.
yeah.
and they
Done with
won't
it.
now because we said it. So.
Yeah, they're all
Yeah.
listening, yeah.
They're going, oh, these Vegas plans. Throw them away.
Our 50 views are going to dictate
Yeah,
this.
yeah.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
never
Yeah,
know,
well, we
mate.
got clout over there, so you
Yeah.
know,
Yeah.
50 over here,
It's
but
50
over there
It's
we
like
are
one
quite
view
big.
in the UK, 49 in America, isn't it?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
you know,
so,
so-
Something
you know.
like that.
Yeah, yeah.
Also, I just done a video with Tonkstar and Callum Joyce, which you can see on our TikTok. So,
Hey.
you know, we're going to get boosted a bit.
Little plug.
Yeah,
Little-
little,
little
find some
plug.
TikTok at the Debrief Show. You know, have a look. Anyway, let's get into the actual race now. So obviously the start, I don't think much really happened at the start, to be honest. It was pretty. Everyone kind of stayed where they were.
I think that's where anything
I
happened,
think
really.
Lewis
Yeah.
might have got a couple places.
Yeah, I think Max actually fell back a place.
Max had a
Yeah,
really
he
bad
took it
start.
easy.
Yeah.
I think he fell back one. Leclerc gained a place, then lost it afterwards. It was
Yeah.
a little bit of just give and take all over the track, I think. Then
Clean
everyone.
start though, really. Clean.
Yeah,
Clean.
yeah,
start.
there was no big issues.
I don't
and-
think there was any DNFs for the whole thing, actually.
No, I don't
No,
think
there wasn't. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That doesn't. There's
Didn't
there's
someone's
only
wing
been a
get
select
damaged?
amount of races that's happened. Actually.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know.
It's
I
not
think
a
I'm thinking
lot.
of Baku,
Yeah.
If
actually.
you think
No,
about
I
all the
think it might
races
be
that
Baku.
have ever been. Obviously, it's been in more recent modern era where there's been like no DNFs in races. Obviously, 40, 50 years ago used to be always a DNF.
Yeah.
You know, it'd be so rare, but it's becoming more of a thing, which is good because you get to see more racing. You know, so
Yeah.
I
the
think,
cars are much more reliable.
Yeah.
in my opinion, the entire race was really boring.
Yes.
It basically just everyone fell into a position after lap 10, and
You know,
then
it
everyone was
does-
kind of
does
stuck
argue-
there.
Stuck behind
It
whoever
does
they were
argue,
behind.
you know, have the new regulations worked?
No,
No.
because now they've all changed the aerodynamics on the car to then create the same drag issues,
They
or
had
the
in
same
the
issues
first
for the people behind.
Yeah.
The tyres then
It
get
sort of worked last year.
overheating.
Last year felt a
Last
bit
year
more
was
exciting.
perfect.
Yeah.
It's because
Um,
they were new to it, so there's less bending on the rules. And
Yeah. There was a
Going
poor
back-
doing
thing
little
going
things.
on.
Going back to the last podcast, it's the tyres.
them
We
hards.
need new tyres. Just give away with these hards. You've made them out of concrete. They just don't
We need
deg.
separate tyre manufacturers. Bring back
That'd be a sick
Yes.
Bridgestone.
Yes.
Bridgestone. We need Bridgestone tyres.
Yeah,
Let's make
that's
the
a brilliant
tyre
idea.
competitive as well.
Yeah. So a different engine. Oh,
Yeah.
brilliant.
Engine
Yeah.
manufacturers, drivers, tyre.
You're like
What an
reacting.
idea.
You're
Refueling.
reacting like
Refueling.
You're like
Bring in the refueling.
You're reacting like you're like Formula One, like a meeting with Formula, like the CEO.
Hi,
It's like,
CEO of Formula
yeah.
One.
That's
Yeah,
a great
guys,
idea. We should
ideas.
do
I'm
that.
excited.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna go get my PA to go and get something drawn up.
Yeah.
For
Someone
me.
in the corner.
I've just come up with the idea. Like,
Yeah.
that's a
Yeah.
great
An
idea.
entirely original idea by
yeah.
me.
It's all about finding the balance.
Yeah.
It's just that one guy.
Well, we were talking about this actually last night at dinner. The solution would be turn the medium that we have now into the hard, the soft we have now into the medium, and then bring in a new ultra soft to replace where the soft is now, which would then push everything forward one, and the deg would probably be in the right sphere for the tyre.
How much wear are you going to get out of? You don't get much out of a soft now. How much can you get out of an ultra soft? Like 3 laps and then going in for pits?
Then so be it. 3 very quick laps, and there will be a lot of hits and a lot of moving, and it'll be
Yeah.
much more exciting
Yeah.
for all of us.
Everyone's
Brilliant.
doing 20
Just
pits.
complains
like
about
that.
the US with the pageantry and me bringing the thinnest tyre you can.
Yeah.
Race 3 laps.
Yeah.
We want
Pit.
no intros.
Pit 7 times, and let's see who wins.
I did see this thing about. I don't know if we spoke about it last time about having the. Is it Formula E rules where you have to use every compound in the race?
Even wet.
Oh my god.
Everyone goes on like, this is horrible.
the
This is awful.
Oh, rain,
Please
rain,
pit.
please rain.
So essentially, you have
just
to
in like
pick-
the desert, like.
So you have to pit twice. Do you know what I mean? So you start on soft.
It's when it is raining and they put the softs on.
So you have to use the soft, medium.
All I got
and
left is
hard.
soft.
yeah.
I can't do anything.
Yeah.
Comes out of the pit, just crashed into someone.
You didn't see these clouds on the radar? You didn't see these? Fucking full wets for the
They
start.
got soft tyres and someone in the garage just spray paints them red.
Anyway, let's
Well,
let's actually
I
get
was
into the
gonna
race.
say,
Wow.
you got to use all compounds before the end of the race.
Yeah.
Good work. Something else.
I mean,
that-
well, there's some.
Get rid of the hards.
Anyway,
I don't
Let's
know.
get into the actual race, shall we? Because
I thought that was it.
we've only
was
just
Was that not the?
Yeah,
Was
I
that
mean-
not the summary?
I mean, the only bit
Yeah,
that
we
really
started.
was of any interest until it was done was when Verstappen was working his way up the pack.
that was pretty much it.
And then once
He
he'd
worked
done his
way.
job, it was kind of done.
Here's the summary. Verstappen cleanly overtook everybody in front of him, which was what, nine
Cars,
people,
yeah.
9 cars. So he cleanly overtook every car in front of him, made him his way to first in what, lap 17?
I think it was lap 17. yeah.
Or second in 17. Perez pitted at the end after extending his stint on the mediums as long as he could. And then he came out of the pits with 3 or 2 seconds.
No, it was 1.8.
1.8 ahead
yeah.
of Verstappen.
Yeah.
And within a lap, he broke that down and overtook it. I think that.
But there were some very good moments. So I'm going to get into them.
You
Remind us of these good moments, Tommy.
Yeah, I
Remind
might
us.
have fallen
Remind
asleep
us.
at
Yeah.
these points.
So,
Yeah.
lap 3 and 4 is when K-Mag and Leclerc. Well, Leclerc was getting stuck behind K-Mag.
I'm trying to forget that moment.
And there
Never
was,
saw the back.
there was a moment where I don't remember which corner it was, but Max took over from both. I think it was on the straight
Oh,
going
there
over
was
the
a
lane.
2-car
Yeah,
one.
it was
You're
on the
done,
straight.
you're right,
Yeah,
that was
yeah.
a good one.
It was on the
actually,
on the pit straight, I think, or
Yeah, it
the
was.
finishing straight.
yeah.
And yeah, they were vying for position, and Max came out
Yeah.
and
Done
And
a Hamilton at Silverstone.
done
yeah.
both. Yeah.
Absolutely flew.
Yeah.
It was
Yeah.
ridiculous.
Watching that car, it looks like the other cars are turned off. It looks like they've all had engine problems,
Yeah,
and he's
doesn't it?
Yeah,
just
yeah.
his is still working normally. It's incredible.
It's crazy. And then there was another overtake. I think it might have been against Gasly or something like that. And he brakes so late going into the corner.
Was that the one after the really long straight?
Yes.
Yeah.
He brakes so late and gets the inside line. And
Yeah.
I think Russell was there as well.
I know he did a late one on Russell as well.
It might have been that,
Yeah,
you know.
yeah.
It was ridiculous. And like he's like the
Yeah, it was Russell.
Yeah.
I don't think any other car on the track could actually do that in a minute. Like
No.
how
Or
late
driver.
he put the brake or driver.
Well, all in the car.
Showing
really.
Russell had a late break and not crashing into the other person.
Yeah, well, everyone else would do it and just
But,
crash
you know,
because
that's
their
also
car
having
wouldn't be able to
confidence
turn.
in the car as well. isn't
Yeah,
it? He just knows the car so
car
well.
will do
the
it,
car
yeah.
is brilliant. Like, he knows the car will.
Handle that.
Yes,
Yeah.
it can do it. Yeah,
I don't remember who said it.
incredible though. Still.
One of the commentators said Verstappen is treating a race like the F1 game on the PlayStation.
Yeah, it's exactly. Yeah,
It is,
just cruising.
Yeah.
Coming through, late brake, bang. Late brake, bang.
Yeah.
Fly past.
You know what I mean? When he's like, know a place, and he's just like going.
Oh,
all
yeah,
over.
yeah.
Where the grass is really green. Over like 17 cars.
Just cruising.
And it's kind of reasserted himself. Like, it's a big slap down for Perez. Like, I'm the fucking number one here. Mate.
Only for you. Everyone else just thought it was another race, but for you,
No,
it's
I
like
did. Because then
that's
was like,
Max
because
showing him
after
what's what.
last race, like, oh, Perez is gonna challenge him for the title. Oh, Perez is gonna do this. Perez is, and Max like, fuck this nonsense. Comes on and just cruises it.
Listen, crispy
All right.
skin. All right, leave it out.
The next podcast, I am gonna be
You cannot
Bram.
talk.
Crispy skin.
I'm gonna look like
I'm also a little bit red.
I'm gonna
Red
look like
for a
Carlos
Ferrari,
Sainz when I'm back.
Red for the Red Bull, orange for the McLaren.
Yeah, we need some fake tan.
Yeah.
Can
Yeah,
anyone
some
send
fake
in?
tan,
Can
alright.
anyone like? Can we crowdfund some fake
Yeah,
tan?
and white for the Mercedes for the arrow. There you
I'm
go.
just gonna
Get
like
some of that
blue,
Donald
just
Trump
gonna
fake
send
tan.
No.
White for Germany.
Let's not dodge the elephant in the room here. He's got to go black.
Yeah, he's gotta go back.
Oh,
Yeah, let's not pick the white out of this.
yeah. God.
Yeah. We're gonna get cancelled quick.
Yeah, this is.
Oh, you wait till you
This
see
is
it.
over.
Can we do? You
Over.
can't
The
do
end of the
blackface on this.
debrief.
Thanks for watching. This is our last podcast.
Can you do blackface if it's for Mercedes?
Moving on.
Yeah, but the car's black, so that's
Yeah.
what I mean.
So
There's logic.
we spoke about already signs.
Mercedes would hate that. That German. Come on. David.
Signs. Right, let's stop this. Let's stop.
I was gonna say something, so no. I'm gonna do it.
Let's move on.
Next.
And away
So we already
we
spoke
go.
about signs locking up, going to the pit, and then getting that 5-second penalty. I don't really think it affected the race at all.
No.
So then lap 21 comes around, and Perez pits onto the hard tyres, which comes into play a bit later. Obviously, to
Hanging
do
on
with,
to this race. Listen to him.
I'm trying my best. Right? Do you know how long we spoke about that? What was that other race? That was like, was it Baku?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we were talking for an hour and 20 minutes.
Yeah, because it was it had a bit more going on.
Did
I
it?
don't think it did.
Did it?
Nah, not
No.
really. No,
No.
we just
Did it?
waffled
We're just
maybe.
ranting about.
Anyway, so
Tyres.
Leclerc
Yeah.
eventually gets past K-Mag lap 38, and
Good
then
job.
made his way up to 6th.
Really good job, Matt. You've
I
done a really
believe.
good job.
But he
Thank
done
you.
really
Yeah.
well after he got past.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, he
Yeah,
did.
he
yeah.
really,
Yeah.
really did. He turned it on.
Yeah,
Yeah.
eventually.
I thought he was going to go for the win. Actually, I was like, "There's a chance."
Oh, I
here.
get
This
it.
guy's.
Yeah.
He's taking a piss.
He's got yeah.
So no, it was impressive.
No, I was not impressed with him.
He took
Not
a
even
lot,
not even the entire weekend.
Took a lot of laps to get over.
And then obviously Max goes to mediums lap 46, and then he had the little battle between the Red Bulls.
Yeah.
It's quite exciting for about 30 seconds.
Yep.
And then Max 9th to 1st with absolute ease,
Skadoosh.
even against Perez as well. So, and that, to be honest, that was pretty much the end of the race. Hamilton got 6th.
it.
It's the last thing I got on there. So
Yeah.
Anyway, so see you next week.
yeah.
And
I've got
hopefully
one.
that's-
For anyone that watches, can you comment what your thoughts are on the tyres? If you think the tyres are the issue, or if you think there's something else we're missing, or if you're just enjoying the races and we're just maybe
It could just
a
be
bit
us.
butthurt about it not being the same as the last 2 exciting years.
Yeah.
No,
I mean, I'd be
I
interested
mean,
to know.
like, you know, there was a lot of Mercedes dominance prior to.
I mean,
Yeah.
mostly there's always been a team that's just dominating,
It's
so
very
it's not
dominant.
really
Yeah, yeah.
much of a
I
surprise.
don't
there.
mind. Yeah, but I don't. My problem isn't with the Red Bulls being really quick and dominating. I would like to see there being more of a fight. Absolutely, I could still enjoy the race with them ahead if there was a bit more vying for position, even third downwards. But it's just everyone kind of falls into their rhythm. And there just seems to be no way that anyone gets past each
It's
other.
just
Every
right
night.
there.
And
it's just boring.
yeah,
isn't
and
it?
even in those top positions, you're not seeing pitch strategy really play a huge
Yeah.
a huge kind of interference within the race.
Yeah.
Everyone does the same. They're on the same thing. They start
I
on their
think-
mediums or their
I know,
softs, and then
it's
they
hard to
run it.
compare.
and
We're
they're
all
done.
hoping for 2021 again, or
Yeah, it's
or
yeah. Look,
2012 was a great
exactly.
year.
All I would love one of them years again, but even just
Yeah.
have decent normal racing.
Yeah,
like,
yeah, yeah.
At least let the hard tire die
I mean,
after
any
30
other
laps.
series is more
Exciting,
to
yeah.
watch.
It's like
Yeah.
F2 would
You
be
know.
would be
Oh,
more
F2 's
interesting to
amazing.
watch.
Well,
Like, there'd be way more going
maybe
on.
we might find a bit more exciting because we're back on the European circuit, so like
We'll
proper
see.
racy tracks.
Yeah, we'll see.
Yeah.
I
Good
I
overtake
honestly think
places,
Monza. I think we'll see people start on hards.
New
They'll run.
upgrades
They'll
as
run. They'll
well,
run 40 laps on hards, and they'll
pit the
pit in
last
the
lap.
last like 10 laps.
Yeah.
And they'll
Or
be
just not
absolutely
pit at
fine.
all, like
Or
Ocon,
just
you know.
wait till the last lap and pit.
Run over everyone.
Yeah.
Honestly, there's got to be a strategist out there that's thinking like, sure, they're going to lose some positions at the start, but they'll just maintain position. Everyone will pit. They'll overtake as long as they can stay relatively close.
Yeah.
Which we saw actually the hards can do because Verstappen managed to keep in, and
Yeah,
within
yeah.
8 laps, medium started to fall, and the hards were just
Yeah.
consistently doing fine. It's like, why wouldn't you just start
Yeah,
hards,
yeah.
hold it, and continue on? You're not building that gap.
Yeah.
That's not okay. You shouldn't be able to do that. That shouldn't be a viable strategy. You should think, right, okay, I've got to
Yeah,
do something else here to make this work, but could just be me.
There you go.
Yeah. What else we talk about before we start recording about Ricciardo?
Oh yeah. So
Oh, Nick
De
De
Vries has
Vries.
been given an ultimatum by
Helmut Marko.
Helmut Marko, thank you. That I think he's got 3 races to shape up, or he could get dropped. And there was talk that Ricciardo is going to be
I
there to take
doubt
that
it.
seat, but Helmut Marko's already said he isn't going to be there
happening.
for that.
Yeah.
They'll take whoever's. I think the next. There's a couple of drivers who are also in the running
they'll
for that
be
position.
looking to the future. They won't be
Yeah.
looking in the past.
It makes sense. I mean, De Vries has done a really
Shit
awful job
yeah.
since he's gotten there. I mean, he's done.
Mm.
You know, it's one thing to be like
Nearly all,
to
nearly,
be poor
this year's rookies, they've all
performance,
done a shit job.
but- Yeah, Sargent
yeah.
crashes just about every
Piastri,
race.
and look at that hassle McLaren went through to get Piastri, and that is what he's
Yeah.
delivering.
Imagine how good
That.
imagine how good Alpine feel and how awful he looks.
Yeah,
looking at Alpine and being
yeah.
like, could have been in that team.
The rookies should be performing better in their first years. You know, if you look
Pushing
at
it.
how the real champions, you know,
Yeah, you can
Max was
spot 'em.
brilliant in
You
his
can spot
first
'em out.
year.
You can
Yeah.
spot 'em.
Hamilton 2007 almost won the championship.
Yeah,
yeah.
Like, you know, rookies in their first years, the
That's
ones
their
who-
time to
the ones-
assert themselves.
Yeah, exactly. The ones who actually end up doing something
Hungry
like
to get it
normally.
done. Yeah.
It's Sebastian Vettel in his first year.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Epic.
You know,
Yeah, yeah.
There's loads of examples.
Yeah.
So, you know.
Yeah.
And I think hasn't Verstappen tied with race wins on Vettel now?
I think so.
for Red
Yeah.
Bull, yeah.
I think so.
Yeah.
So
Something.
so
Yeah.
He'll beat
He'll
that
be
this
there. He'll be
season, yeah.
their new rebel
Their new top
king.
man.
Yeah, they're not
New golden boy.
top in history. And he's only got 2 championships versus 4. It shows you how dominant the cars he's been driving have been.
Yeah, and that Red Bull we thought was
Yeah.
ridiculously
Well, he
dominant.
did
But
get
there's
quite-
less races. as
he got quite-
progressed,
he got-
a
but-
couple of less
You know, he got
races.
some wins in the.
Prior when his junior
when-
years as well.
Yeah, well, you know, when Mercedes was dominant, he still got some wins in then as well, didn't he? Not
Yeah.
much, but
yeah,
still.
but he
got
did.
wins,
Yeah, he did.
So he was on the podium. It was always Ham Bot there, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what we're saying,
But
De Vries, sort your shit out, son. All right.
Clean it
Yeah.
up.
Fix up,
Yeah.
boy.
Fix up. All right.
Clean it up.
Boy.
Just the right hand pedal.
Boy.
The right hand pedal. Just push
Easy
it a little bit
boy.
harder. All right, and you'll go faster.
Easy boy.
So, anything else anyone talks about before we move on to the next thing?
Nope.
Should we go to predictions for the next race then? Do you want to
Yeah.
should we do top 5 since it's this weekend?
Yeah, go
Yeah,
for it.
yeah,
Yeah, I'll
let's
go
do
for
it,
top 5. Yeah.
Who wants to start? John, you start.
Perez.
Lol.
Doubtful, but there's no way that happens unless Verstappen's out or like something bad happens. Is this a sprint? It's not sprint weekend.
No,
'cause
no.
it's back here. For some reason, I thought Italy and sprint. I don't know. Maybe that's the other. Anyway,
Just thought of something.
Perez. Perez.
Is the only,
Come back
they're
to
all
me.
gonna
Come
crash.
back to you. I haven't had enough time to
kick
think
it off.
about
I'll
it.
throw some names out
Yeah.
there. Verstappen, Perez, which will be followed by Alonso, Russell, Leclerc.
Hmm.
Hmm.
I'm probably going to go for pretty much the same prediction, but I think Hamilton.
Instead of Leclerc. I was
No,
close to-
Hamilton instead of
Russell.
Russell.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Leclerc
5th.
5th, then yeah,
Russell.
we're doing top 5, aren't we?
6th. Yeah, but yeah.
Yeah. I'm going to go.
Yeah, should we predict the whole grid?
Yeah.
20 cars.
If we get it, yeah, we get it, and we look back and go, "We should put a bet
I'm
on
going to
that."
start from 20, okay? No, I'm going to go Max, Perez, Russell, Alonso, Sainz.
You think Russell's going to come 3rd?
Yep. I think this Mercedes thing's
What
going
are
to
the
do
odds
something
on
big.
that?
I'll tell you, the side pods
Big
might do it,
odds.
but yeah.
Yeah, maybe
Perez,
Perez, Verstappen,
Perez,
Perez,
Perez.
Verstappen.
Bound to be white on one of them. White.
He should join McLaren for you guys.
Alonso, Hamilton, signs. I don't know. I literally.
We'll see.
I want to do something different. So
How about this? How about this? Whoever gets it correct, if any of us get it correct, everyone owes them.
Or should we
10
guess
squid.
the bottom 5 as well?
10 squid. 10 squid
Oh,
to
right, if
10
someone
squid to
gets
the
it,
right
bang
guess
on.
if one of us four gets it.
That's
Everyone-
right.
Yeah.
Five.
Yeah. Okay. We'll have to watch this back again. So remember
little
what it
handshake
said.
agreement
Yeah,
in the
yeah.
middle. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
COVID rules handshake.
Don't say that.
Yeah. Don't say that.
What did
Stop
you
it.
think of?
Oh yeah. What I thought about on the topic of tyres is Pirelli are they're going to be testing out a new tyre at Silverstone for next season's cars.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Someone's crashing.
It'd be a new slick tyre, so a new fast one, but it's a different compound apparently
Okay.
to
Yeah.
help deal with the extra load and downforce that these cars have.
Yeah.
So should hopefully allow them to go faster.
I think actually this one's going to be made out of diamond, so I don't think they'll need to
Nick.
change ever. I think
They'll
they'll
just
just
groove out
they'll
in the track.
reuse they'll
Yeah.
reuse this tire for the next 8 seasons.
They're just tracks. They're
yeah.
just like train tracks.
Yeah,
they're
exactly that.
literally-
Just run through and just it's all about the powertrain now.
yeah,
Lovely.
brilliant.
Well,
So
I think that
wraps things
concludes
up.
Miami.
Yeah.
Sums it up.
Sorry for it, but you know,
blame
you gotta have something to talk about on
blame
these
Formula
things.
One for this. Right?
Or comment and throw some hate at us if we're just
Doing
completely
shit
missing
job,
something here.
Or protest and get us to run Formula One
Give 'em a
because
sec.
we'd sort that shit right out.
Give him a sec. He's
Give him a sec, everyone.
just clicking his back for some reason mid podcast.
You guys have got to
Alright,
watch
and then
this.
he can do the outro.
I'm gonna plug Twitter and then tease about Tay coming on.
Well, why don't you just say that?
You already said that.
He just said that.
Remind it.
All right, now give it some time so we can actually cut into this.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm doing. That's what I figure out what I'm gonna say. Oh, I need to do that thing about Lewis. Oh,
Yeah.
balls. Okay.
You can say it's time for the socials roundup.
The socials roundup, new segment.
It's the socials roundup segment.
Yeehaw!
Yeehaw!
Yeehaw! Time for the socials roundup.
You insert someone with like a lasso.
Yeah.
Gif of like, it's time for the social roundup.
The
Alright,
social
I'm just
roundup.
gonna go straight into it with that then.
Yeah, go
Into
for
the
it.
social roundup, boy.
Thank you very much.
Howdy
Yeah.
and welcome.
Good day, fella.
So I put a poll up on Twitter asking about everyone's favourite races this season, and we got
Easy
one
boy.
from Mr. Lewis Brackpool, friend of the podcast.
Friend of Elon Musk.
Friend of Elon Musk.
Recently shouted him out.
Official.
Elon, hit us up. We saw you in the Red Bull garage.
Yes, we did.
And he's saying Australia, which I agree with. Actually, I think that's the best race this season.
Yeah, loads of crashes.
Wow.
Loads of crashes. Yeah, thanks.
So
It was
spiced up a
exciting.
little bit. Yep.
Anyone else want to say any other race?
I actually commented on it and said none.
Oh yeah,
I'd say in terms of excitement, that is the race. But in terms of just pure dominance and performance,
Oh, here we go.
I'm going to say Miami. Miami.
Oh, your mouth must be dry now.
It's very lubed up, actually. Yeah.
You must not swallow.
John?
Holding
I won't give
multiple,
him a
holding
secret.
multiple loads in
Australia.
there.
Give him a secret.
Multiple loads in
Yeah.
that mouth.
I mean, it
How
was.
can you
You
talk?
can't. There's no denying there was a lot of excitement during that race. So
Yeah,
Correct.
a lot of things gone wrong, but yeah,
there we go.
definitely exciting.
Also on Twitter, we're putting up polls, so you can always go and vote on there and leave comments, and we'll try and shout you out if we see any decent ones.
Yeah,
Yeah,
follow.
so
like
decent
Gerard,
ones.
so,
If they're shit, don't bother.
Yeah, if you got nothing
Sort
to
it out,
say,
you
if
lot.
you got nothing to say, say nothing at
if
all.
you got nothing good to say. Yeah.
You won't be on the socials roundup.
Also on TikTok, we're doing behind the scene videos now as well. And as I mentioned earlier, did a video with Tonkster and Callum Joyce, and we might have one of them coming on the podcast in a few episodes' time, so keep an eye out for that.
Exciting stuff.
Other than that,
Did a
yeah,
bigger table.
Special guest.
make sure you subscribe, follow us, listen on Spotify, and I think that's about it from us today.
I think
It
that's
is.
all. Yeah.
Yeah,
Thank
we'll
you.
see you in a week's time, really.
Thanks for watching. We'll see you in
Appreciate you for
Italy.
coming.
Not in
See you
Italy,
later.
so you are.
Take it easy.
Why'd you copy my
Bye.
piece?
I didn't actually. I don't know what I did. Just because I saw it in the corner of my eye, and I was like, oh,
Like,
just
yeah,
do
I
that.
want a piece as
Yeah.
well.
Yeah.
Now it's the end.
Yeah.